Yo, chat. Guess who's back? After 4 months. 4 months. We are back. And, yeah, mate. It's been a while. And I did, in fact, did the volume 2 of the Mandela Effect, but my mic wasn't working, and I still don't know if my mic's working, so I've tested it. And it's working fine. And I've had to compromise. This ain't actually connected, by the way. Yeah. So everything's gone a bit downhill, but I think I've sorted it. Yeah. And in today's video, we are gonna be watching like our I don't know. I'll show you it. I forgot already. Right. There we go. Ranking which animals a human could beat in a fight. Yeah. I forgot that in the space of 5 minutes, by the way, which is kind of worrying, but we don't talk about that. We talk about the video. Right. Let's get into it. It's a long fucking video, bro. Right. 3, 2, 1.
Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. My name is Lucas, and I've been studying martial arts for years, and I wanted to make a video about the toughest and easiest animals to overcome in a one-on-one fight. That's right, we're going to be ranking the most dangerous animals in the animal kingdom. Me, I'll be this test subject. I am also going to walk you through, using the martial arts knowledge that I have, how I would defeat these animals in combat. Okay, now we're not talking about weapons. This is mano-y-mano, fist to paw. These animals are wild animals. Let's get that.
Honestly, I might just skip it to part. This is the intro, bro. So obviously, average human, 5'8", 170 pounds or something, whatever. Keep in mind, I'm like 5'10", and I'm 200 pounds, which is 90 kg. If you guys don't know pounds or whatever. But I think it's a bit obvious which is the next guy. But walrus. Let's see what this guy's got to say about it.
These range from 4 meters long to 1.6.
You're fucked, bro. They just need to stand on you, bro. They just need to lay on you and you're gone, bro. You're crushed, bro. Like, he's not making that out, bro. Like, look at that. Just look at a walrus compared to this guy. Yeah, mate, especially with those teeth. What if they just catch you, bro? You can use them as handles, if you don't get absolutely crushed on. Like, bro, you're not surviving that. I'd put that at I don't know if they're that aggressive though. If you're in water, then you're definitely dead. And your punches aren't gonna do anything. So I'm thinking either B or C, maybe even D. I'm gonna stay mid. I'm gonna choose C, but I wonder what this guy's gonna put.
7,000 pounds versus me, of course, 170 pounds, 5'8". How difficult would a walrus be to beat in a combat fight? How would the fight go down? And what would my way to win be, given my martial arts experience and knowledge? Well, this one would be a tough one because walruses, these fuckers are super durable. Like, you look at a walrus, it looks like if you it looks like even if you were to shoot one of these dudes, nothing would happen. It would just
Exactly, bro. Like, look at the skin, bro. That just looks like leather, bro. That looks like the thickest piece of leather you'll ever see, bro. Nah, that's what I mean, though. Like, they look durable as fuck, bro. Like, look at that. Look at a human, well, him, with his martial arts experience, and then a walrus. Like, you just know the walrus would win. Like, you're just gone. If I saw that motherfucker, I'd run away.
Engulf a bullet. So how would a mere punch do? You punch a walrus in the fucking stomach and nothing's gonna happen. Ain't shit gonna happen. All right, it's probably just gonna fucking engulf you. you try to punch one of these things. So I'd imagine if you were to put me in a cage in one of these things, it would kind of slug itself forward, and I just, I'd have to stomp it. I'd have to throw sidekicks. I think my way to win this fight, maybe by decision, would be getting to the side of it and throwing sidekicks, teeps to the midsection. Again, it's not like it's standing up, so the midsection is on its side. So think about me going off to the side.
The easiest solution I can go for is just for eyes, bro. Because they're not durable, and they just go for eyes, blind it, and then run off. Because they're blind, they can't really do anything, can they? Because they can't see you. So, at least you've got, like, something you can damage on the walrus, but... Well, it depends if you can actually get to it. Like, bro, that needs to lay on you, and you're gone. Like, bro, you've got no way out of it, basically. But I don't know how this guy's debating it, bro. Just put it as C or D.
Keeping it side kicks. You can't really leg kick these things. You're just gonna hit a wall or a blubbery wall. But looking at the speed of walruses, it's one of those things where, even polar bears will bite these things and they can't get through the skin and the hide. I think that I'd have to win a decision and I'd have to bide time. But if one of these walruses can take its tusks and stab me with them, well, I think it'd be pretty difficult for me to beat one of these guys. To be honest, I think it'd be a bit of a draw. I think that I could at least utilize my footwork to dance around on the outside. You know what? To be honest, they look a little bit slow. I think I could at least win a fight via decision. I don't think I'm beating it and KOing one or finishing one of these guys. But, essentially the way to beat a walrus is to not get in its face. Do not face it front on and get to the side. Just pepper to the side and wait for the final bell. We'll do decisions if there are 25 minutes. I think we're going to do 25-minute fights. It's one of those things you're probably not going to be able to get the finish. Maybe climb the back. Maybe get on top of the walrus, climb the back, and...
To be fair, he does have a point. Like, I don't know. If you're facing it face on, it'll probably just try and bite you. If it's an aggressive one. I know nothing about walruses. I just know that their skin's really tough. And they're 1,000. They outweigh you by 1,000 pounds. So yeah, and they're 4 meters long. So like basically, you by someone giving you that information, you just cooked. Like you just can't do anything. That's literally all I can say about it, and it's in the C and D section, mostly D. This loading, bro.
Look for hammer fists. If you can take the back, you will not be able to sink in the hooks or the body triangles, so you're just going to have to balance on it. I think it'll probably throw you off and maybe stab you if you get to the ground, so I think the best way to beat it is by decision. Side kicks and front kicks to the midsection. So I'm going to put a walrus in the D tier, okay? I think actually a walrus is pretty beatable. For me as a martial artist who has 2 years of kickboxing under my belt, I think I could beat it by decision, man. I just don't think I'm slow enough or dumb enough to let a walrus get in front of me. I think I would be fast and slick enough to be able to get it on the outside and make things work. So I think I'm putting it in the D tier, beatable. Next up, we have chimpanzee.
You're fucked. You're fucked, bro. You can't do anything. You just can't, bro. Like, look at that. It's basically more like a deadlier human. Like, that's a normal chimpanzee, bro. Like, and look at the arms on it, bro. It's got the muscle on that, bro. Like, you just don't want a part of that. Like, plus, they're like triple times stronger than an average human being, bro. And they can swing from vines. They've got the strength to hold themselves up like that, bro. Like, you just cooked. And the teeth, bro. Their teeth are sharp, bro. They are sharp. Literally. And it takes a lot for them to get hurt, too. Like, the skin's quite hard as well, bro. You just cooked. Like, either way, I'd put that in a C, though. because it's like you fight an actual person just way stronger than you.
This is the famous one. This is the one everyone talks about. This is the boogeyman in the animal versus human world of combat sports, so to speak. Chimpanzees, a male chimpanzee about 130 pounds, 140 at most, about 4.5 feet tall. So I'm going to have the height advantage.
Okay. Am I being stupid? I don't know. Am I... Yeah, it is pounds. So this monkey weighs 58 kg, like an average chimpanzee. So I'm heavier than it. I'm heavier by quite a lot on it. Can I just chuck it? Can I throw it? Because that's what I'd do. Because I can obviously lift 58 kg. I'm 90 kg as it is, and it's 5 foot. But I feel like I'm underestimating it here, bro, because it's teeth, bro, and skin, like, durability. Like, bro, and it's endurance, bro. That can fight for absolute ages if it wanted to. Like, and if this is an aggressive one, bro, that could tear me apart. Wait, what's that story? What was the story about this woman having, like, a pet chimpanzee or something? And, like, she got her face tore off. Yeah. But thing is, a person can't do that. Like, I think they just clawed it. Like, 'cause they've got sharp claws, bro. I think if I'm talking about the right kind of monkey. But yeah, bro, it's just like, no. Alright.
I'm going to have the weight advantage, and let's remember there are weight classes for a reason, but for the chimpanzee, he will have a significant strength advantage. Now, chimpanzees, people back in the day used to say they were 10 times the strength of a man. They're about 3 times the strength of a man,
I
an
guessed
average
that, by
man.
the way, all right.
And if you're athletic and somewhat strong, it's probably only 2.5 times stronger than you. Now I understand another element that the chimp has is it's an animal. So it doesn't think like a person. It's much more vicious. It's stupider. You know, as they say, you fight someone that has nothing to lose, that's a scary person because they don't care what the repercussions are. Chimps are like that because they're a lot dumber than people. So obviously they don't give a fuck about the They do care about the repercussions, but not on the first blow. Chimpanzees, they're like first round monsters, right? They're kind of like they're like a one-round fighter, like a Khamzat Chimaev, a Conor McGregor, in the sense that they're coming out of the gates like they've got nothing to lose, like a man that doesn't care. They're fast. They're explosive. They're vicious. They'll bite your face off. Right off the bat, I'm putting a chimpanzee into the...
Yeah, I'd put that in A. But chimpanzee, bro. Like, you were right on that. I never thought of that. Like, they've got nothing to lose, bro. They will just go for it. They'll give all the force into it, bro. Like, they'll do all of it. Like, they'll bite you, claw you, throw you. Like, bro, they just play with you. They just mess around with you until you actually hurt them, and then they'll go ballistic, bro. They'll go insane. See, I don't know. Forgot what we're gonna say. Let's continue.
A tier right off the bat. It might even go higher as we discuss this, but let's think about this, right? Because right off the bat, I know that if I make a mistake, there's a devastating consequence. All right. If I make a mistake, I might not be dead, but I'm changed forever. I think a chimp has a really good chance to finish me. Chimpanzee ability to get the finish is...
I don't know. I'd put that at a B. Because even though you're taller and you weigh more than it, but it still has 3 times the strength, that thing can throw you. 3 times an average person's strength, bro. Like, that's insane. Yeah, no thanks. I'd put that at B. Yeah, B.
That's very high,
like 50,
which is pretty crazy. But again, let's remember I have the fight IQ. All right? So let's try to think of this. Grappling chances, I'm going to give myself a 0 chance to grapple. I don't think I've got a single chance in hell to tussle up with the chimp and out-grapple it. I think it's going to be a striking-only approach. Early on, you got to expect the chimpanzee to leap at you because it's coming down the gates and it's fucking rushing at you. It's probably leaping at you like King Kong leaping on the Empire State.
Look at that, bro. Its feet are hands. Bro, and its hands are just bigger. And he's put that A. He's put that A. I put that B. Even maybe C, bro. I would not have that, bro. Yeah, they'd absolutely kill me. They'd kill me, mate.
State building.
Developed human.
It's jumping at you. You've got to have something ready. So I'm looking at teeps. I'm looking at sidekicks. Maybe a sidekick. I kind of like a sidekick. Just a quick turning sidekick, one of those that Wonder Boy would throw to kind of, you know, back it off of you. Because the thing is, the chimpanzees are just kind of jumping in the air. Their midsections.
How do you think an MMA fighter, like a professional like John Jones, would go against a chimpanzee? I think John Jones would win that. I think genuinely, I think John Jones would win that. I don't know. He knows how to fight John Jones. He don't care. Like, he's got nothing to lose when he gets in a fight, bro. So, like, he just goes in. He's like I don't know. It's weird. I think John Jones will win.
It's open.
It's
not like they're just going to swat you down like they're a Muay Thai expert. This is not Sanchai we're dealing with. It's a chimp. You sidekick it to the body, and then you get ready for the next burst. The biggest enemy in this situation is your mind. The biggest enemy in this situation is your mind, because a lot of people against these animals, they're scared. And I would be too. I'd be scared shitless. I'd be shitting my pants. But if you can control your mind, if you can get control of it, and you realize, wait a second, this is just 130 pounds flying at me and leaping at me with no technique. No technique whatsoever. But, you know, people overrate these chimps. People overrate the fuck out of these chimps because they act
like, look, bro, it knows to pick up a weapon and hit you with it. Like, bro, they're just like a undeveloped human. Like, that is insane. Like, I've seen videos of monkeys that can write, bro. Like, right, I don't know if it's fake or what, but, bro, I've seen it. But that's scary, though, man. Like, look, it can just pick up a massive stick. Wait, does it show it again?
Act like these things are heavily corded, and Rogan will glaze them, and Rogan will talk about how you think you can sidekick it. A chimpanzee will literally break your leg when you sidekick it. Like, they're not masterminds, okay? It's a fucking chimp that's gonna freaking leap on you. Let's relax. One sidekick, if you can control your mind, which means at the end of the day, if you're shitting your pants and you see this crazy thing with these freaking like fangs hanging out.
If you think a chimpanzee now, imagine what a gorilla would do to you, bro. This might be on here, to be fair. I ain't watched this, but like, bro, imagine a gorilla. I'd put that below D, bro. I bet that's like 10 times, 15 times stronger than you, because it's definitely way taller than you. A gorilla, it's a giant, bro. It's like a way bigger version of a monkey.
Out of its face, and you know it can rip your face off, and it's fucking vicious. You're gonna be scared, but if you can get control over it, you can throw a crisp sidekick and meet it head on. Boom. Sidekick it. Next up, you got to prepare for the second charge. Maybe now the chimp just runs at you on its 4 legs. What do? You can meet it on with a front kick to the face, maybe a front kick up the middle, just teep it out again, or a heel. Or if you're slick, which again, you have to be an expert to do this, but if I'm Yair Rodriguez, I'm spinning back kicking it with perfect technique. Listen, I know that people think of chimps as indestructible. They have brains like you and I. They can be KO'd. If you can spinning back kick it right square on the nose, At the end of the day, you have to remember these animals, they have their survival instincts too. It's like, you know, a bear that's hunting. If an animal kicks it in the face or just kind of pisses it off, right? If a bear charges a hunter and a hunter, you know, pulls a trigger on a gun, the bear is going to take the first shot. It's not going to want to continue. It's going to run away because it's going to say, this is not worth it. It's not really worth it. Same thing with one of these animals. If you just bop it in the nose, it's going to think, wait a second, this is a little bit more difficult than the stupid deers that I've been hunting in the woods. This is more difficult than the berries that I've been getting in the trees.
That's a really good point too. I've seen like videos like of two bears fighting, and like one just starts running because I bet like this guy's just said like it's not worth it. So yeah, good point. Right, let's see.
Let me go away. Your best chance is to hit it hard on the nose with a front kick or a spinning back kick. If you could land one of those on the second charge, I think it runs away and I think you could win a decision. But most likely you are going to miss. I just can't imagine a chimp going for a fifth or sixth charge. Okay? Now, do I personally think that I'm skilled enough to win that battle 50% of the time or more? No. I think that I have a very slim chance to get it with a sidekick, to meet it head on a couple times with some kicks to keep it away from me.
50.
Maybe land one on the nose, piss it off, get it to run away. I think what's most likely happening is it gets past the first kick. Next up, we have an African elephant.
Bro, you're dead. You're dead. You know how many people die here just by getting stomped on by an elephant, bro? Like, don't get me wrong, elephants are nice animals. Like, there's nothing wrong with elephants, but if they want to get protective or anything over, like, their kid or something, bro, they will happily stomp on you. Or try and get their tusks to get, like, stab you, bro. Like, it's 100 and something people die here.
African elephant usually weighs about 14,000 pounds.
Wait, let me do them maths. Like, bro. Because I don't really know pounds, so I know kg and stone, so 14,000 pounds in kg. 6,350 kg, bro. Bro, imagine that stomping on you. Literally, you'd feel something on you, and then it just go black, bro. You'd be dead. Like that. No, bro. That it'd just kill you basically. It'd just squish you. It would just crush you, bro. It's insane.
And their height is usually between 13 feet tall. Okay, so 13 feet tall, about 14,000 pounds versus me, again 5'8", 170. I'm probably gonna put these guys in the S tier. I just think that there's really nothing I can do. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Leg kick it? An elephant's leg is...
Have I just been doing this wrong the whole time? I thought D were the one that you wouldn't survive. I need to do the math here. What? How does that make sense? Wait. Oh my god. I'm slack. So, yeah, I agree with this guy. I'd put chimpanzee A, which I thought C were A. Like, it's confusing, but I thought it was the opposite way around. So, yeah, I agree with elephant. The walrus, no. Put that at S now, bro. That'd just squish me. Maybe A. Chimpanzee, I agree with that is. Either A or B for chimpanzee. So it's 50-50.
It's like Jan Blachowicz' shin times 5. So I'm probably not going to be able to do a lot of damage. This is not Peaches and Creamville. We're not in Lord of the Rings where I can kind of climb on top of it like Legolas and I have no weapons. It's just hand to hand. What am I going to do? Hammer fist it? It's going to shake me off and stomp me into the freaking canvas. So I'm going to go with an elephant 100% of the time. Extremely difficult. I ain't beating an elephant. No chance. Next up, we got an elk. Joe Rogan's favorite, an elk. These.
So, taller than it. The problem is, because they're smaller, they can tend to use their, like, hooves more. And look at them hooves, bro. They're insane, bro. Bro, look how sharp they are. If that's an average elk, bro, and that's its average, like, hooves, bro, or whatever, like, bro, you're dead. Like, you're just gone. Like, you're not surviving that, bro. You're gone. Look at that, bro. And there's this guy. Yeah, you're not surviving that. Plus, look how much it outweighs you, bro.
These dudes are big, and again, we're fighting these guys in sort of an MMA sort of setting. Now, obviously, an elk can stab me with its antlers, and it's one of those animals that's fast. It's like, you know, people.
I'm stupid. Yeah, antlers. I said fucking hoofs, bro. That's their paws or whatever you call it. Ignore what I've just said about it. I don't know. My IQ's very low today.
People think, I can just kind of get a hold of one of these things. It'll stomp you in the face. It'll kick you. And again, it's like these things are tough. You feel an elk, and it's like a tough thing. It's got a hide. It's got tough skin. And the antlers are a problem. It's not like a walrus where the walrus is fat. And
personally, what I might do is I might just give my opinion on where I'd put him. Because, don't get me wrong, this guy's making very good fucking points. But if I think of it, look at this fella. And look at this guy. And he looks kind of average. And don't get me wrong, he's done martial arts, fair enough. But I'm thinking about me now. I would not survive that. Unless if I just boop its nose and it runs off. Like, bro, I'll go for the eyes. But it's going to have its head down, charging at you, bro, with its fucking antlers, bro, trying to impale you, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I would not. I would just die, bro. I'm not making that. Yeah. Anyways, where's this guy put it? Wait, no, where would I put it? Not gonna lie, I'd put it at A. Because it's not... Unless if it's charging it, you can just grab the hoofs and push yourself out of the way or move its head out of the way. And try and get on its back also. I don't know what to do from there. Still, you'd probably go flying off, so I'm probably gonna go with a B again, because they're heavy. Like, bro, they're just heavy, bro. Where does this guy put it? He's probably gonna put it at like C or something. See. What? He puts that S, bro.
I've got no chance to beat an elk. You know, they're big. Again, they're like 500 pounds. I just don't think I could do a lot of damage to it. I think it would buck me off and probably just fuck me up with the antlers. So I'm going to put an elk in the S tier, actually. Surprisingly difficult these elks are. Next up, we have a saltwater crocodile.
I'm just going to stop him right there. You're dead. You're dead. Have you seen the bite force? They are basically the dinosaurs today. They've been around since the dinosaurs, bro. Just look at it. Like, what is it what they do? They bite you and do death roll or something like that. Which basically tears off a limb on whatever it's biting. And bro, just look at that. And by the way, a bullet cannot pierce their skin, by the way. Unless if it's, like, not on the top of the crocodile. Or whatever it's just said, alligator. I don't care. But, like, still, bro. I think it's like under here, where a bullet can pierce, or like a knife if you really tried, or like its stomach here. But this part here, bro, you are not making that. Like you are not getting through that, bro. And I think, and these are very quick. Like that'll have time to bite you. And look at that, them teeth, bro, and the bite force on it is insane. Like, I think it's got one of the strongest bite forces in at the animal kingdom, bro. Like you just cut. Like, yeah, I'd put that in an S.
These guys can be about 2,000 pounds. Height-wise, we're talking about a foot.
But it's talking about how it's on 4 legs, it's 1 foot. Which is, yeah, it's always going to be on 1 foot. You'd be a bit concerned if it got on its 2 feet and started running at you, bro. But, like, still, that is... I feel like some people underestimate on how quick crocodiles can be, because they can outrun an average human being. If you're just faster than an average human being, then you'd just probably like outrun it. But like, bro, 2,000 pounds and it can run really fast. Like, bro, you can't get out of that, bro. You just cooked. Like, bro, you're not getting out of it. Sorry, I had to pause it again. By the way, they can swim really fast too, because obviously they live in water. That's basically their life or something. But like, bro, because their tails, bro, this side to side, bro, and they can swim so quick. It's scary, bro.
Max, 1.5 feet. So obviously I have a big advantage there. Sort of like the walrus is the crocodile. It's about 2,000 pounds. It's big. You don't want to stand in front of it. So right off the bat, we're approaching this fight. Do not stand in front of a alligator or a crocodile.
They turn quickly. I've seen videos.
I actually think these guys are somewhat beatable. Now, again, a big part of it is just kind of maintaining your cool, calm, and collectedness.
Mate, no, you're not. You're not winning it. If it's, like you said at the start, bare fists, you're not making it. Like, the skin's basically bulletproof. How are you going to get to the eyes without it biting you? Its reflexes are insanely quick. Even if you try and jump on its back, it's going to turn in that space whilst you're jumping, and it's going to bite you midair, bro. Like, bro, and its claws are insane. Like, you would not want that to go against. I'd put that in S, 100%, no doubt.
Remember, they can change off on an angle, but they can't do a full 180 very fast. A crocodile, it moves in like 45 degrees. So if you touch its tail,
I've seen videos,
it's going to be pissed. It's going to turn around, but it will hit a 45 degree, and then it'll have to do the next one and the next one. They're not doing a 180. They're not flipping around really quickly. So you could, if you get to the side of it, teeps aren't going to do anything. Kicks aren't going to do anything. Your way to beat a crocodile is going to be to get on the back. You got to get on the back, and you got to stomp it and stomp it some more. So that's the way to win a fight against a crocodile. Now, what are the chances that you slip while stomping, while it's moving, and you know, these are like freakishly alien-like sort of things. They don't operate like people. They're cold-blooded, so their movements are like freaky, right? They're very fast and abrupt. And they're scary. They're very scary because they don't have like a soul like a warm-blooded animal would have. They're very cold.
You gotta think about your environment too, bro. Like, you're jumping on its back. These tend to be either in water or beside a river or something, or a lake. And bro, like, what if you're on its back and it goes into the water, bro? And you're just gonna be like swim with a crocodile, bro. Maybe even more, because they tend to have like more crocodiles around them. Like, you just cooked, bro. So like, and you're probably
These
gonna fall
crocodiles
off in the space. I want to see where it puts this.
You have to be careful, because if you slip, even though they're a little bit clunky with the way that they move, it could still get you to beat a crocodile. Again, good cardio.
What? So he's saying a crocodile is as easy as fighting a chimpanzee, and he's saying an elk's harder to fight than a crocodile. Bro, you swap them around, bro. Like, you just cooked, bro. You're not making that out alive.
Being able to get to the back, kicking the tail, stomping on the back. If you fall, though, you're screwed. I'm going to put a crocodile up there in the A tier with the chimps. Pretty difficult animals. You've got to have some legit cardio to beat. Next up, we have a fully grown male tiger. About
S, bro. You're not making that. Just look at it, bro. Its teeth, it's fast, bro. It's basically a huge version of a cat that wants to kill you. Like, bro, their claws, they can just kill you with the claws, bro. They don't even need to bite you or anything. Plus, I'm guessing they weigh a lot, because have you seen the size of them, bro? They're like a lion.
575 pounds, almost 600 pounds. Locked and loaded with some really sharp teeth. Very fast, big paws. They have sharp claws as well. I'm going to say my approach to a fight with a tiger would probably be something like shit.
Plus, they're so stealthy, bro. Have you seen how they do it? They like crouch and slowly walk to you like in tall grass or something, or wherever they can find. And they're so quiet too. And they'll just pounce. They'll just pounce and get you. So you've got no way out of it, bro.
Shitting my pants. Alright, I'd probably shit my pants while seeing it flying at me. There's a difference between a chimp flying at you where it looks like a person doesn't have these crazy fangs and it has fingers like me, 2 hands like me, like Yoel Romero would say. But a tiger is just a totally different thing. These things are stealth killers. They hunt, one bite on your neck and you're toast. And even if I punch it, it's like, you know, they say things like a chimp runs in, you try to...
They claw you, like, around the torso area. Because that's how tall they tend to be. But they do tend to bite your neck. Like anything's neck that it's trying to hunt. And it just rags it, bro. And its bite force is hard too. Like, bro, you're not making that out alive. Like, you're just not winning it. Especially with your bare fists. Like, what are you gonna do? Punch a tiger? Kick it? Bro, you ain't doing anything.
Punch a chimp and you're gonna break your hand. Bullshit. I'm not gonna break my fucking hand if I punch a chimpanzee flying at me. A tiger, though, that thing's like 600 pounds and it's flying at you. You're not gonna break your hand, but it's gonna absorb the shot and eat you. Alright? Or bite you. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put a tiger in an S tier. I don't think there's a whole lot of approach to that fight. You're gonna have to swing a big gnarly overhand. The only way you win that fight is swinging a big gnarly overhand right, throwing it over the top like a sack of potatoes and just hoping and praying that it lands on the equilibrium. That it lands.
You just fucking overhead it, bro, and it just fucking goes like that, bro. It just fucking bites your fucking hand, bro. No, I've always thought of that. Like, bro, what if, like, a tiger's attacking you or, like, anything, bro? You just got to overhead it, overhand it, and it just fucking bites your hand, bro. Then what do you do? Then you're gone, bro. You're just not winning that, bro.
Ends right above the ear. At that place where, you know, usually can rock someone. But even if it does, you're probably not hurting the tiger.
You're gonna hurt
or you're hoping that,
more than
you know, the shit that came out of your pants when you shit your pants is stinky enough to dissuade the tiger from actually eating you. That's the way you beat a tiger. Very low. Let's put this in the S tier. Pretty much impossible to beat. Next up, we have a black bear. Now, listen, these aren't...
Right. This is possible, but you're more than likely going to die. Because I've actually done research on this, by the way. So black bears, I've seen that photo before. Yeah, black bears, you're supposed to fight if they do tend to like scare you. And you're supposed to make them look big, basically. And if they go for you, you have to fight back. And grizzly bears, which are brown bears, you're supposed to just put your hands on the back of your head, bring a big big bag with you, and just like crawl up in a ball and face down. And if it does tend, because bears just try and kill you for fun of it, like brown bears specifically, black bears tend to do it to like survive, like for food. And black bears aren't as big as a brown bear. That's why they say fight back, and they're not obviously, like, look at the claws on that thing, bro. They can just claw you once and you're gone, or you're like badly injured, bro, to the point where you can't fight back, and especially its teeth. So brown bears, like, you're supposed to just face the floor, and they just tend to like just mess up your bag. That's why they said bring a big bag. They tend to go in, like, rip your bag and hopefully not tear you apart. So yeah. Polar bears, there's no advice for that. It's just a definite death. Like, you're just definitely gonna die with a polar bear, bro. I don't know how you'd see a polar bear. I don't know why you'd go to Antarctica in the first place, unless if you're like a scientist or whatever, but still, bro.
Grizzly bears, and they're not polar bears. Black bears, let's check the stats. Let's see how they scale up compared to me. So, male black bears can weigh about 400 pounds and they can be about 5'7" when they're standing on two legs. So even when it's on two legs, that's literally boxing range for me. That's like right in the pocket. Black bears are the goofy goobers of the bear community.
Bro, I love... They're so goofy, bro. The only thing you got to be worried about black bears is they do genuinely get aggressive when it's like turning winter. Because that means it's gonna tend to hibernate. Like, is it hibernate? I don't know about that part. I ain't searched that part, but they do tend to like look for food to stock up. Like for the winter. So, but like the dudes seem like funny fucking bears though. Like, bro, like look at him. One's wheeling a wheelbarrow, bro. Wheelbarrow, bro. What am I saying? Fucking bin, and I don't know what else.
Let's be honest. You know, you see a video of a black bear, and they're usually poking their head out, standing like Winnie the Pooh, kind of scouting over the neighborhood fence to see if they can get any good trash from the trash can next door. These are your neighborhood cat style of bears. And I'm not intimidated. I'm not intimidated by these fuckers. All right? Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
The only thing that's scary about them is they kind of look like a grizzly bear, just smaller, and they're black, not brown. So that's the only intimidating thing about them. And the claws, like I said, like how I just shown you, like they are so sharp. If they actually got aggressive with you, there is a possibility you'd probably die. Like, I'd put that
again,
a CRB.
If one of these gets the jump on you, if you don't expect it and you're lying down in the yard and they jump over the top, for sure they can definitely fuck you up. But you know, standing across from the cage, that thing runs at me, I'm kicking it to the nose with this gnarly old sidekick, straight sidekick to the nose, okay? Like a Wonder Boy Thompson sidekick. And black bears, like a lot of other animals, they're the type of...
I'm gonna pre-warn this guy. He's not Conor McGregor when it comes to fighting a black bear, bro. You are not. Like, if that bear's running at you, you don't understand how fast bears can run as well, by the way. If that thing's running at you, it will move you. It will make you go flying. Like... Nah, my first opinion wouldn't be a sidekick. My first opinion would be run. If it's pacing at me, and I'd probably move out of the way and then try and fight it then. So, like,
but things
that's my
were,
opinion, though. So.
You know, they get hit on the nose. They run into a thing of barbed wire, you know, a bush with spikes on it or something, like a cactus. It's probably going to try to find its prey somewhere else because, you know, they're smart. They don't want to get fucked up in the grand scheme of things. They want to find food where it's not, you know, they're not like alligators. They don't have that freak factor to where an alligator's like the most durable animal. You could chop its tail off and it's still coming after you to eat.
Sorry, I'm actually curious, but I agree. Crocodiles would fuck you up. Black bears could fuck you up. I agree with this guy partially. I'd either, because if they catch by surprise, then put it at a B. If they're good at that, I ain't really searched that. They can climb too, by the way. They can climb a lot. Like, they can climb a tree, no problem, mate. They'll just dig the claws in and just climb, bro. Like monkeys, but not monkeys.
Let's go with the grizzly bears. Grizzly bears...
If this guy says he's going to roundhouse kick that bear and expect it to run off, bro, no. That's going to do nothing. This can take bullets, bro. This can eat bullets like it's nothing and keep on running at you. Bro, that... And these tend to just... Like, even though it's 8 and it's full, and it sees you, it would just happily kill you still. Like...
Let's check the stats. So, a grizzly bear can weigh up to 600 pounds.
You cooked, bro. 9 foot. 9 foot. 3 foot taller than you. There's no way out of that, mate. You're not surviving that.
Okay, 600 pounds. That's 200 pounds extra, and they're a little bit more lethal. I don't know. Interesting. 600 pounds doesn't shock me. That's not as impressive as I thought. It's a little tough. It's a little tough. I think grizzly bears will be a little bit more athletic, a little bit more vicious. Again, you kind of have to just yell at these things and hope that they go away. But if it does charge you, you're pretty much screwed. You're getting clawed in the face. You're probably getting bit. You know, the best thing you could possibly hope for is the pitch perfect spinning wheel kick. All right, the pitch perfect spin.
This bear can eat bullets. This bear can eat bullets. And still run at you and give you the amount of pain that we're going to give you anyway. This guy, kick. Yeah, kick. Yeah, that'll take him down. It's scary because I don't know if he's joking or not, because he did say he did 2 years martial arts, so I'm thinking, well, bro, you're not winning against a grizzly bear. You can put Mike Tyson up to a grizzly bear, bro, and he's dead. Like prime Mike Tyson, prime Muhammad Ali, bro, and that grizzly bear is still tearing them apart, bro. Like, bro, you're not making out alive, bro.
Spinning back kick, heel to the snout. And you're probably not even going to KO, but maybe you stun it just enough to get it to bail out of there. But I think a grizzly bear probably is an S tier. There's probably no chance I'm beat.
At least we agree on something. Right, grizzly bear, it's 9 foot, bro. You're not making out alive. Plus, like, if this is an aggressive bear, it tends... What grizzly bears do, they run at you, and then they move out of the way at last second, and that proves, and if you jump, they'll know you're scared, and that means they'll definitely go for you. But if you don't flinch and stand your ground and stay big, will tend to back off. But bro, if you're just fighting a grizzly bear fist on fist and it's noticed that it's clearly stronger than you, it's not gonna run away. It's not gonna run away.
One of them, and we'll bring up polar bears. The average weight of a male polar bear is about 900 pounds, but the record weight is 1,600.
Did this guy just put a fucking polar bear in S already? I agree, bro. There's no advice for that. You're just gonna die. You're just gonna die, bro. Have you seen that picture of that bear? It was like 13
So let's say
tall.
1,300 pounds, 1.3K
2 legs.
pounds. And they can be about 9 feet tall, which is pretty crazy. 5 feet shoulder width, which is pretty nuts. 5 feet at the shoulder. So if they're on hind legs, I'm going to have the height advantage. But if they stand up, yes, they might be a little bit goofy, but they're not black bears to where they're like your sort of stature. I'm putting these guys in the S tier. I think that polar bears, they might be a little bit tough to beat, about 1,300 pounds.
1,300 pounds. So they're heavier than a grizzly bear. That just proves that the polar bear is the strongest. Well, not strongest. The Kodiak bear is obviously the strongest. It's the biggest. But the Kodiak bear's like less strong. Like it's not as. It tends to not be aggressive. They tend to be nice. Whereas polar bears, bro, if they're hungry, they'll just go for you. They'll just go for you, bro. They'll just try their best to kill you.
Just a little bit more vicious than grizzly bears, and they'll probably just start eating me right away. So I'm going to put them in the S tier. Probably about 300 pounds. These are some
ostrich. They're the biggest bird, and they're strong. But when you just grab its neck and just go, wow, like, would you just grab its neck and just chuck it about?
Pretty big birds. How would I fare in a fight against an ostrich? Well, first off, I'm going to just say this. They're not in the S tier. I wouldn't even consider these guys in the A tier. Now, don't get me wrong. I like my eyes, and I don't intend to lose them. And I would be pretty scared of losing them in a fight with a...
They just peck you too, like... Obviously, it'd kill. But you just... I don't know, you just try and grab its neck and just hold on to it. Because obviously, your weight's going to give way of their neck. Unless... They weigh more than you, obviously. I don't know if the neck, if you're heavier than the neck, you should be. You just pull them down, wouldn't you? And just like make them go flying or something.
An ostrich, I definitely would. But if you think about it, these guys have very skinny legs, incredibly skinny legs. And the way that they fight is usually just by pecking each other. And if you can avoid a good old ostrich peck, and you can kick the low kicks, if you can go with a couple...
I'd put this in B. I feel like the neck strategy would work. Like, just face its head down and just swing from it. Like, just hold on to it as hard as you can. And if you fall, then obviously you're gonna get stomped on by these. And I think I would get badly hurt if I got stomped on by them. I'd say it's 50-50.
Couple of big ugly low kicks on a small ostrich shin, I think you can really do some damage. Like, I just can't imagine that the shin of an ostrich is very sturdy. I think a gnarly low kick, you know, even if it's shin to shin, even if the ostrich doesn't even check the kick. If it checks the kick, it's one thing. But if I go shin to shin with an ostrich, I'm winning that battle. I think I can do some damage. And you know what? I think that I can use some head movement to get out of the way of an ostrich peck. You know, as I said, Legolas in Lord of the Rings can climb on a elephant or whatever, but I think that I can actually realistically get the neck of an ostrich, and I think it'll have a pretty strong neck. That usually seems to be the way that they do things. I think if I get a hold of that neck of an ostrich, I think I can get a hold of it, and I think I could pry it.
I mean, it's the only way in it. Well, yeah. Just grab its neck, bro, and just beat its neck or something, bro. You just jab its neck. You'd probably win though, or damage it to the point where it's just scared of you. Or it puts it in C. Puts it in C.
That obviously would suck. But a couple of big ugly low kicks, you know? It's like, think of the Muay Thai clinch. You get a hold of the neck and you freaking sweep at the legs. That'd be my best chance to win this fight. I'm going to say a leg kick.
Look how strong the legs are.
Last but not least, we have Silverback.
I'm going to end the video. Bro. These are a stronger version of a gorilla. Right. These are a stronger version of chimpanzees. Way stronger. And hang on, let's see how tall they are.
Black gorilla. So silverback gorillas can be about 430 pounds.
That's a lie. They are taller than that. I'll tell you what, they are taller than that.
They can be about 5 feet tall.
Look at them, bro.
And I think that's when they're on their hind legs too, which is pretty crazy. And they can lift over 1,763 pounds of dead weight. Just like weight lying around, put 1,700 pounds on a barbell, that gorilla is able to lift it. How would I approach this fight, and what tier are we going to put a gorilla? I'm going to put a gorilla in the A tier. All right, no, I'm kidding. I'm going to put it in the S tier. I just think that at a certain point, this is not a 130-pound chimp flying in your direction. Again, people think chimps are so much stronger than they are. I've literally seen videos on Instagram where people say things like, a chimp could rip your arm off. It'll just take your arm. Like, no, it won't. A chimp is not just going to fucking grab your arm and yank it off. That happens when you're already dead and 5 or 6 chimps get together and pull with all of their might. That's not one chimp. They act like if you shake hands with a chimp, your arm's coming off. That's just so dumb. All right, they're 130 pounds. They're dangerous. I still have them high up there. But a gorilla's S tier. And these guys are like 4 times the size of a chimp. They have teeth that are sharper than chimps. One big haymaker is probably going to get the better of you. I just think you're toast. I think it's going to go in there. It's going to leap at you in the air with no technique whatsoever, but it's going to clobber you with 2 hammer fists. And you're done. You're toast. It'll take your leg. It'll drag you around the forest floor, the canvas. It'll frickin' just mash you up, man. It's not a fight you...
Yeah. So basically, he's trying to say is there's no way out of it. There's no way out of it, mate. You're gone. You're dead. I don't know how you'd think, like how you'd get in a fight with a gorilla, but still, mate, you're just dead. Like, you're not winning that, bro. Right. I'm just gonna end the video there because he's already agreed with me. He's put it in S. You're not winning it, and yeah. Well. Well. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Yeah, that was good. I didn't partially agree with that guy's ranking, but still, mate, that was a good video. It's a bit obvious. You ain't winning against most of them. Yeah, you just ain't you ain't winning against them, bro. You're just dead. By the way, I'd also like to mention, I want you guys' opinions on what I'm thinking of doing. because I ain't made a decision yet. So I'm thinking of doing the live streams on Twitch, and then cut the like the live stream, like the bits out of the live stream, and then post that on YouTube and make it a video. So you can basically watch it on Twitch and YouTube. Well, you can watch the full lives on Twitch and then the cut out videos on YouTube. I want your opinions on that. Make sure to comment down below. And I hope you did enjoy that video. And if you did, like it. And if you're really generous, subscribe, turn on notification, and don't forget to subscribe to my best mate, who's also a YouTuber. He's recently posted a YouTube video called TKO KM15. I've already mentioned it, and stay tuned for upcoming videos because I am starting to get back into it now. So I hope you like the video. Like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys soon.